Alright. We got ourselves an offer that we have. It's been a long ass while since we were one of their. Well, not that long to be honest. Wait, SCPs which researcher Vogt has discovered to be significantly unlike how they were originally present. Okay. SCPs who study research Vogt has been major contribution. Okay, I think we stick with the primary SCPs that they were responsible for, which the last one we have from Vogt was 1906. 1906. It's the dog that has a whole library inside the stomach. Yeah. Well, not inside stomach, but its body. It's like, yeah, it's like a warped space and time. Well, warped space situation happening inside the stomach. Yes. Cute little guy. Cute little pupper. Okay, Vogt, you wrote. Mr. Headless. Oh, do we have another Mr.? Oh, why do you have to? Why you have to do it like that after me walked? At least it's only the interview. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay. Object class save. Special containment procedures. SCP-2287 is to be contained in a hull of site, except for during authorized testing. SCP-2287's mask is not to be removed. SCP-2287 does not require food, but can be provided with incense on its request. Contingent on good behavior, literature provided. Contingent on good behavior. Literature provided to SCP-2287 is to be converted into Braille. Oh, so blind. Okay. Well, it is Mr. Headless. They probably have no head. Description: SCP-2287 is a headless humanoid white male who manifests multiple anomalous properties. Primary among that is that it is able to function as a living being despite lacking a head. The words Mr. Headless from Little Mister by Dr. Containment are tattooed on the lower side of SCP-2287's back. Its exposed neck stump is covered with live skin. Radiographic examination has shown that the neck stump has only the bottom 4 cervical vertebrae, but there are no signs of spinal damage. You're a healthy headless horseman. The head-based functions which SCP-2287 is able to emulate include thought, hearing, and smell. It is able to speak, but has not demonstrated the ability to replicate the normal tonalities of a human voice. As well, it claims to be blind. It does not eat or breathe, and has claimed that its energy source may be some kind of amplified photosynthesis or something. Seen the blue log 41B. That's okay. It's already saying that's not the case. Pardon me. The direct visual observation of SCP-2287. Headlessness is not possible. Individuals who attempt to observe this will instead perceive a headless version of themselves, as seen from SCP-2287's perspective. Such individuals describe feeling disconnected from themselves, but are still able to control the movement of their own bodies, albeit with difficulty. This effect does not occur when SCP-2287 is viewed through any means other than the unaided human eye. SCP-2287's headlessness can be observed via live video transmission in photographic prints, in mirrors, and through windows or lenses. Individuals who have undergone radio keratotomy have been unable to observe headlessness. No individuals who have undergone cataract surgery have as yet been available for testing. Okay. So if you have surgery, you will see him differently. That's good to know. That's good to know. Oh God. Motion detectors are similar monitoring equipment. Similarly show SCP-2287 to be headless. Despite this, SCP-2287 is capable of performing tasks which would require a head, such as wearing items of headgear, including masks, hats, scarves, headphones, nose plugs, earplugs, earrings, eyeglasses, lipstick, and berets. For a full list of items, see document N12. SCP-2287 was discovered in Wisconsin on November 24, 2000, after a significant number of reports from citizens appeared describing the anomalous effect of SCP-2287. Witnesses were given amnestic treatment, and SCP-2287 was contained without issue. Interview log. How long is this thing? Oh yeah, that's this. Yeah. Okay. Good evening, SCP-2287. Hey, Dr. Howard, what's up? More hearing experiments? No, actually, tonight this is more of an interview. For instance, we were wondering what you could tell us about Dr. Entertainment. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what I can, but I actually saw. I never actually saw her, you know, with the whole blind thing. So it's a her. But you did interact with her? With who? Oh, Dr. Entertainment. Yeah, heck of a nice guy. Most of the time, I think he had some really crazy ideas, like what he had in mind for me. See, wait. First you said her, then you said he. What? First you referred to Dr. Entertainment as a woman, then as a man. I don't understand what you mean. Like, Dr. Entertainment as an actual person? What are you talking about? You're confusing me. But you just said... No, I'm sorry. I must have misheard. My bad. Well, okay, for a minute there you were making zero sense at all, and they call me Headless. Ha! Well, when you work for the Foundation for long enough, you discover many situations that don't entirely make sense. Yeah, fair enough. You did say, though, that Entertainment has intended something specific for you. Oh, yes, right. Well, basically, you know how during the holidays there's a special holiday-themed products? Yes. So, basically, I'm a Halloween special. You follow? That's it? Yeah. The way I heard it, they were originally gonna do 3D for Halloween, but I don't know, some corporate garbage, executive sabotaging each other. You know how it goes. So the backup plan set me out on the porch. I play dead, and when the kids come by, woo, cocks, and I sit up and I wave my arms at them, showing them my stump. Look. Look. Everyone's a headless monster. Lurch around. Rah. Oh, yeah. The whole deal. Dr. Entertainment missed a headless spooky Halloween for the whole family. I see. And are you the whole family, I mean? Well, I guess so. But for the most part, yeah, people enjoyed me, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But I never really got it myself, you know. I sit there, I get up, I stand around, I wave my arms, and that's pretty much it. But people will be scared and they have fun, and that's enough for me. Oh, it was. Anyway, until you people got hold of me, could be worse, I guess. Did you enjoy entertaining? Do you miss it? Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it would get a bit boring when I have to sit around waiting for people to show up. But it really is great hearing everyone's reaction on Halloween, no less. It's funny how people only find scary stuff funny one night a year, you know? No matter how many times you live through a year, they only change their minds on Halloween. That is fair, yeah, that is fair. Are you the only holiday themed, you can say Little Mister, I don't mind, it's what I am. I suppose. It sounds vaguely infantilizing to me. It was Dr. Entertainment that It's what Dr. One Entertainment said we were called, so it's what we called. But yeah, I'm the only holiday themed little mister. At first, Dr. One Entertainment was planning on having more of us. I remember she had all these ideas for Mr. Ramadan and Mr. Muslin's Itza and Mr. Diwali and Miss Yom Kippur and Mr. Hogmani, but she never did anything with any of them, just me. But she never did any. Okay, we realized that this SCP has a problem with he and she's. How do you feel about that? Never really thought about it, to be honest. I guess maybe it's decided it'd be more interesting if I was the only one. Or maybe I just changed his mind about doing holiday stuff. He changes his mind a lot, you know. When you get there, there's a whole bunch of corporate jerks all making decisions against each other. That's why I'm Mr. Headless. Spooky Halloween fun of the whole family instead of Mr. Halloween. Do you see yourself as scary? I see myself as someone who brings some surprise and excitement. When I get scared, that means I'm doing a good job. Although it's been getting harder lately. The doctor's a one-man operation. She doesn't realize, or she didn't realize, how many kids wear glasses these days. And whenever I live through a year like this, with cameras and stuff like that, the effect is pretty much ruined. I mean, yes, I'm still scary, Mr. Headless. Spooky Halloween fun for the whole family, but it doesn't seem to be as much fun for the people who, when they don't get to be headless with me. I'm good. I don't want to be headless. Just I'll enjoy from afar. Where we found you back in Wisconsin. Could you tell us what you were doing there? Where you found me? Well, I spent a few years there with this family. I think by that point there were consecutive years, but I couldn't swear to that. I do know that some of them were for sure years I hadn't lived in before. You know how a year always flees with weird. Wait, you know. Anyway, oh my god. You know how a year always feels weird that first time around, right? They mostly felt like that. Anyway, so the family I was with, they mostly kept me in the attic, which was quiet. I remember sometimes I could hear noises from downstairs if they were being loud enough, but usually it was quiet. I was pretty used to the smell. There was mildew and dust and old paper, and you know the way metal pipes smell when they get old and when they get hot. It was like that. They bring me down for Halloween and they put me back up afterwards. And then one Halloween they didn't come to get me, so I didn't come down that year. I know that year was definitely a new year. They didn't come to get me the year after either, or the year after that, and that's when I started to get worried about them. So I went downstairs and I couldn't find anybody. I felt around everywhere, but all the furniture and stuff was all gone too. Maybe they moved and forgot me. It would be very sad if that's the case. And that's what led you to wandering the city streets? Yeah, I waited around for a few weeks, and then some people opened the door to a front porch where the candy bowl usually is, and they came in. I didn't really recognize their voices, but an audience is an audience, right? So I went back downstairs from the attic, and they kind of freaked out, I guess. I mean, I'm used to hearing people scream, but not like that. One of them had a, what's it called? Metal thing you hold into your hand and makes a sort of pop noise and smells like chemical, and people get hurt. A gun? Okay, one of them had a gun. Well, about the gun, which I only found out when I walked up to her and tried to feel her face. Don't do that. Which I admit wasn't the best idea. You think? But oh well, I was kind of lonely, to be honest. And I thought maybe she might be one of those people from the family, you know? I mean, yeah, I should have asked first, but I was lonely. That is a horrible excuse. Yeah, I know I should have asked first, but I was lonely. And I was excited that there was someone there. And I thought it was maybe somebody I knew, but it wasn't. And there was all the screaming and the gun noises, and this was bad screaming. Not the fun kind at all, let me tell you. And one of them was lying on the floor and smelling weird. That means he was dead, right? One of them was dead, and the other ran away. But they left the front door open, so I decided that it was a good time as any to go outside. Then I'm walking in the streets, and there are cars all around me, and they're honking at each other and making all these crashing noises with glass breaking, and there were a lot of people screaming. And again, this is bad screaming, but then I remembered that there's usually a park close to the house. I hoped that if I went there with bushes and stuff that I could hide in, I could at least stay out of trouble. So I made it there, and I remember thinking maybe if I could get back to the doctor when she could fix things, help the guy from the house not to be dead, figure out what went wrong, where the family went, or get somebody not to take me. And that's pretty much where you guys found me. She didn't send you, did she? Ah, no, we intercepted some police reports. Oh. Tell me, why didn't you go back into the house, into the attic? This is kind of embarrassing. When I was out in the street with all the cars, I kind of got turned around a bit, lost my bearings. I'm not used to being out in places that are bigger than just a house and a yard. I probably could have found the house again if there weren't so many screaming people and crashing cars, but well, I was starting to panic too, so I just went for the place that sounded like there weren't any buildings. Ah, I see. And why didn't you try to leave sooner? Well, the front door wasn't open before that. No, I mean, why didn't you wait so long before you even went downstairs, before you decided that maybe something was wrong with you having been left alone in the attic for so long? Oh, well, I guess I didn't really care. I was just thinking. The attic was really quiet and the smell wasn't so bad. Made it easy to think. There's something I do a lot, you know, while I'm waiting, not much else to do. What do you think about things, you know, things in general, the world, what it might be like, what it's like being me, nothing specific, I guess. But for 3 years? Yeah, why? And then after the list before again. For 3 years, you spent your time just thinking of how the world might look like, and then only after 3 years did you realize, like, hey, why have I not been picked up yet to go downstairs for decoration? What's going on? SCP. Spending 3 years in the attic. Find out the whole family is gone and ditched you. Is honestly respectable that they can still talk so upbeat. Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree with the research of like 3 years long. You did not go downstairs to check for 3 whole years. What are you thinking, bro? Why did you not do like the first year when nobody came? Like just a quick like, hey, is anybody? Oh, they're gone. You know what I mean? That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do, and you didn't do it.